Well, our first guest is joining us via satellite from Boston, Massachusetts. Mr. Shlomi Palace is the CEO of Bluesphere Corporation. BLSP is their stock symbol. Shlomi, welcome back to the program.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Well, we're very excited to have you here. Now, Bluesphere Corporation describes itself as a company that is operating in the global waste to energy and renewable energy markets. Can you give us a general overview of the company, please?
Yeah, sure. So as you say, we are in the waste to energy industry based on anaerobic digesting technology. This technology invented in Europe in about 30 years ago. And as we speak right now, there are over 9,000 facilities of waste to energy project in Europe. The situation in the United States is we have about 200 projects or less right now. What we see and feel as a part of the industry is a regulation support, a big support. And I will give you an example. In New England, in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, there is a ban that will be effective in this year, in October 1st, 2014, that basically said that every producer of something like 1 ton a week of organic waste cannot take it anymore to a landfill. He must deliver it either to composter or anaerobic digesting. And this has mean a big, huge boost for our industry. Now, what we're doing is the following. We actually integrate all the components involved in order to have, in the end of the day, facility that from one hand we're getting waste, organic waste, and from the other end we will have energy, okay? And basically our business model is a build, own, and operate, which means that in the end of the day, after we have the facility up and running for about minimum 15 years to 25 years, we will own the facility and we will enjoy from a steady revenue with high return for long time.
Now, the company has 3 major projects underway. One, of course, is in Rhode Island, as you mentioned, also North Carolina, and right there in Massachusetts. Can you tell us about those?
First of all, I will explain what is a project. Okay, a project combine a few components. We have a power purchase agreement, which is a long-term agreement with the electricity company between 15 years to 25 years. We need to locate a land, purchase or lease the land. We need to find a technology provider and a company that we will build the facility. We need to get a fund in order to finance the construction of the facility. We need to have permits, and of course, we need to sign on a long-term feedstock agreements in order to have the fuel to run the operation. Right now, as we speak, we have 3 projects that we dealing with in the United States. The first one is in Charlotte, North Carolina. This will be a 5.2 megawatts facility. And this project is about 1.5 months to 2 months ago, we start the first phase of the project. We finish all the development process, all the items that I described before. And this project is in the phase 1, which will be finished, will be in a full commencing in Q2 2015. The second project is in Johnston, Rhode Island. This project will be in full commencing in the end of 2015, December 2015. The third one we just started, it's in Massachusetts, and this one will be also 5.2 megawatts, based of course on organic waste, and this one we're just in the early stage of development.
Well, Shlomi, you mentioned that when you undertake a project, you build it, you own it, and you operate it. Can you give us more details?
Yes, absolutely. This is our business model. Some parties in the industry, you know, they're doing only the construction, only the designing, only the feedstock part. We want to have a full control on the whole chain. And the most important part is, in the end of the day, we want to own our facility for long term. And in order to make this happen, we have found a very good and great partner in Italy, a company called Austep, A-U-S-T-E-P. EP. This company is an 18 years old company. They already commenced already more than 250 facilities in Europe. They're coming with a lot of experience. And they are a technological partner, okay? They will build for us the facilities, and later on, for the lifetime of the project, they will give us a full service on operation and maintenance in order to keep the assets in a good shape.
Well, this is probably green energy in its purest form. I mean, you're making use of waste, which solves one problem, to create energy which solves another problem.
Yes, we're dealing with two major issues. One is organic waste, and another one is energy. As long as we are living on this planet, we are going to produce on a daily basis a huge amount of organic waste, okay? So from one end, we have a lot of waste, endless supply of waste, and from the other end, as long as we live here, we will consume energy. So we supply a lot of energy in the shape of electricity. Okay, now our facility will enjoy from three income streams. One, selling electricity to the grid. The second one is to receiving tipping fee, because we are actually the modern and the ultimate landfill. Okay, when you're taking waste and you dump it in a regular landfill, you just create, another problem, another issue, long-term environmental issue. We take the waste and we swallowing the waste and turning 100% of it to two great products: energy in the shape of electricity, and compost, that you can take the compost in a high-level compost and use it in the agriculture industry.
Well, who are your energy customers? Where are you selling the energy that you're creating?
Our energy customer, they are the largest electricity company in the country. We're dealing with really the top electricity company in the country, and we're doing it by a fully commercial agreement. Usually the agreement is between 15 years minimum to 25 years maximum in some cases. It depends on the level of negotiation. And those agreements basically say the following: we will buy from you electricity for a certain quantity for certain amount of money. And this is bring me to a very good example in order to show how simple is this business. This is very similar to the real estate business, okay? In real estate business, you're building a building and you rent it out for some tenants. Here, before we even starting to build our building, we already have a AAA tenant that signed with us a long-term agreement for minimum 15 years. So I know today how much this tenant will pay for me in the first year, in the second, 5th, 7th, 12th, and 15 years. This will give the company the flexibility to make long-term plans in the next stage of development.
Again, Bluesphere Corporation, BLSP. Shlomi, why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at your company?
BLSP is a strong value opportunity for three major reasons. The first one is a constant growth. And why is that? The business is very simple. We are in the cut and paste industry. Once you're making the first one, it's exactly the same method, the same issues, the same players in the rest of them. So we can show a growth, a constant growth in the company. The second one, we create and generate ongoing steady revenue for long term, as I said, 15 to 25 years. And the third reason is we actually build here a cash flow vehicle with the high return. When I say high return, I mean no less than 25% return.
The stock symbol is BLSP, Bluesphere Corporation. We've been talking with their CEO, Shlomi Palace. Shlomi, we're very happy to have you on the program. Of course, we've initiated coverage of the company, be following you very closely over the next several weeks. Looking forward to more updates during that period of time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.